we drink a tea or when we brew a tea. So today, for my speech, I've prepared 3 tips or 3 main mistakes that we make usually when we drink tea. So let's start from the first. We all know that tea is a very familiar drink from our childhood, which we drink at least once in a day. We drink it with a special love because we all know that tea has a very great benefits for our health, for our bones, teeth, or entire body as a whole. But to be honest, most of the time we are very lazy to brew tea leaves. So in that case, what we do, of course, we use tea pockets. We use tea pockets because it's very quick and it's tasty and it's very cheap. And did you know this kind of tea pockets contains billions of microplastics? Microplastics which is very bad for our health. And it means when we drink this kind of tea, we also swallow billions of microplastic garbage. And it clogs our body, and it's not surprising if a huge amount of microplastic found in the blood of our children. It's really not surprising nowadays. So if you didn't know about it before, I hope after you won't drink packaging teas like this. And the second mistake is multiple brewing of tea. What is a multiple brewing of tea? In Kazakh mentality, especially old people like to brew tea again, and again. You know that after 2 or 3 times of brewing a tea, in your teapot remains only harmful components from your tea leaves, which is very bad for your health again. So don't brew your tea leaves more than 3 times. Maximum 2 or 3 times, that's enough. And the last mistake is drinking tea from yesterday. What is the meaning of that? For example, you brew a tea today, even you brew it once, and you want to keep it for tomorrow. You want to drink it tomorrow. Please don't do that. You shouldn't drink it tomorrow. You can do that because it's also very bad for your health. But in this case, in this third mistake, there is some very nice benefit. You can drink it, but you can use it as an external. You can use it for your medicinal purposes. For example, you can wash your face with that tea from yesterday. It's very good for your facial skin, and not only, it also helps with inflammation of your oral cavity, or if you have a pain in your tongue, if you have a eczema or bleeding gums, it helps for your oral cavity very much. So what you should do for that, in the morning, every morning, before brushing your teeth or after eating, you just need to rinsing your mouth with the tea from yesterday. So after this process, you will feel not only fresh, it also strengthens your teeth. So in conclusion, I want to summarize these 3 tips. The first one was about tea pockets, right? If you remember, tea pockets, don't use tea pockets, don't drink tea from tea pockets because it contains billions of microplastics. And the second tip was about don't brew tea leaves for several times. Maximum 3 times is enough. And the third tip was about drinking a tea from yesterday. You cannot drink a tea from yesterday, but in this case, you have a benefit. You can use it for your medicinal purposes. So all 3 tips that you need to remember. I hope in the future for all these tips will help for your living life in a healthy way. Thank you.